Maya's hands trembled as she pushed open the rusted iron gates of Thornwood Manor. The marriage had been whirlwind, 3 months of courtship with Daniel, the kind-hearted architect who'd swept her off her feet at a charity gala. But nothing had prepared her for this, meeting Constance Blackwood, the formidable matriarch who'd refused to attend their wedding. "So, you're the shopkeeper's daughter who ensnared my son," came a voice like ice cracking on a frozen lake. Maya looked up to see a tall, silver-haired woman descending the grand staircase. Constance wore a black silk dress that seemed to absorb light, and her emerald eyes held not a trace of warmth. "Mrs. Blackwood, I'm pleased to finally—" "You will address me as Mother Constance, though you'll never truly be part of this family." The older woman circled Maya like a predator assessing prey. "That dress is from last season's collection, isn't it? How quaint." Daniel appeared from his study, his face flushing with embarrassment. "Mother, please. Maya is my wife." "Yes, and you've made your bed," Constance replied coolly. "I suppose she'll have to lie in it as well. The servants have prepared the east wing, the drafty rooms we usually reserve for unwanted guests." That first dinner was a masterclass in subtle cruelty. Constance served dishes Maya had mentioned being allergic to, claimed ignorance when confronted, and spent the meal recounting stories of Daniel's former girlfriends, all from proper families with appropriate breeding. As Maya lay awake that night, listening to the wind howl through the poorly sealed windows, she realized she'd entered a war she hadn't known existed. She accidentally donated Maya's wedding dress to charity, claiming she thought it was old curtains. She rearranged the house schedule so Maya would always arrive late to breakfast, then chastised her for poor time management in front of guests. She invited Daniel's ex-girlfriend, Victoria, to every family gathering, seating her in what should have been Maya's place. "Victoria understands the responsibilities of this family," Constance would say pointedly. She was raised knowing how to host a proper dinner party, how to discuss literature and art. Not everyone has such advantages. But the cruelest cut came during the family's annual charity gala. Maya had spent weeks planning her first major event as Daniel's wife, carefully selecting her dress, studying the guest list, practicing her greeting speech. The morning of the gala, Constance summoned her to the library. "I've decided to take over the hosting duties," she announced, not looking up from her correspondence. "The board members are traditional people. They prefer a more established hostess." Maya felt tears prick her eyes. "You promised I could do this. Daniel wants what's best for the family legacy." Constance finally looked up, her gaze sharp as broken glass. "And you, my dear, are simply not it. You're a phase, a mistake he'll eventually outgrow. The sooner you realize that, the less painful your inevitable departure will be." That night, Maya stood in the shadows while Constance played the gracious hostess, accepting compliments that should have been hers. Daniel, caught between loyalty to his mother and love for his wife, seemed to shrink before her eyes. In her room later, Maya found a gift box on her bed. Inside was a cheap, gaudy necklace with a note in Constance's elegant script. "Something more your style, dear. Wear it at next month's opera." The message was clear. Know your place or be humiliated trying to rise above it. The final straw came on Maya's first wedding anniversary. She'd planned a quiet celebration, just her and Daniel escaping Thornwood for a weekend at the beach cottage where he'd proposed. She'd packed their bags in secret, made reservations, even arranged for a special dinner. But when the day arrived, Constance announced she'd invited the entire extended family for an anniversary celebration, at the manor, naturally. "I've already called everyone," Constance said with a serpentine smile. "Surely you're not so selfish as to disappoint them. Family is everything after all." The party was a parade of backhanded compliments and pointed questions. Still no grandchildren? Aunt Beatrice asked loudly. Constance says you're focused on... What is it you do, dear? She volunteers at a literacy center, Daniel answered defensively. How charitable, Constance interjected, her tone making charity sound like an embarrassment. Though I suppose some of us are called to different purposes than motherhood. Maya excused herself, fleeing to her room where she found her beach house reservation confirmation canceled. By Constance, of course. The message attached read, "Thought I'd save you the expense. We both know Daniel can't afford your tastes on his current salary." Something snapped. Maya had endured the insults, the manipulations, the constant undermining. But this, stealing away the one day that was supposed to be sacred, was too much. She stormed down to the study where Constance sat with her evening brandy. "Why?" Maya demanded, tears streaming down her face. "What did I do to deserve such hatred?" Constance looked at her with something almost resembling surprise. "Hatred? My dear, I don't hate you. That would require caring about you." She took a slow sip of brandy. "You're simply unsuitable. Wrong family, wrong background, wrong everything. You're keeping Daniel from the life he was meant to have. He loves me." "Love," Constance laughed bitterly. "Love is for fairy tales. This family is built on legacy, reputation, and strategic alliances. You offer none of those things. You're a liability." Maya wiped her tears, something hardening in her chest. "I'm not leaving. No matter what you do, I'm his wife. I'm not going anywhere." "We'll see about that," Constance replied, turning back to her papers with dismissive finality. That night, Maya made a decision. She could keep enduring, keep breaking, keep losing pieces of herself to this woman's cruelty. Or she could fight back, not with Constance's weapons, but with her own.